Hi, Raiden. How are you today?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. So I'm just hoping that we can talk about your smoking and tobacco use today. Is that something you'd be willing to have a conversation about?
Yeah, we can.
Perfect. So what do you already know about your smoking and tobacco use?
I don't know a lot about it.
Okay, that's okay. Is it okay if I share some information on the topic with you?
Yep.
Perfect. So, tobacco cessation is when a person stops tobacco use with the goal of maintaining permanent abstinence from using the products. So that would be our end goal for you. And a tobacco dependence is a chronic disorder that's characterized by the vulnerability to relapse, and it can persist for many months. So there are some health defects that come with smoking, such as cancer, cardiovascular disease, hypertension and stroke, respiratory disease, reproductive problems, ulcers, osteoporosis, and addiction. It can also have an impact on the fetus. So, yourself would not be pregnant, but if you had a wife or a girlfriend that was bearing a child, the secondhand smoke can have a very negative effect on the fetus. It also has some oral health side effects. So, smokers are 3 to 6 times more likely to develop periodontal disease than non smokers. They're also more at risk for oral cancer. So, the oral cancer lesions are typically white, hyperkeratinized, and they're usually wrinkled. And as for periodontal disease, it's a disease that develops in the bone that supports the teeth, and it basically takes away the bone that's supporting the teeth and can cause tooth loss. So it's an active infection. Um, but smoking is a grade modifier for periodontal disease, so it can determine how fast or how slow the disease is progressing in the mouth. So it's really important that we stay away from smoking as much as we can, so that if we are encountered with periodontal disease, we can get it under control very fast. So, there are some signs of nicotine addiction, and they can include the compulsive use, the use despite its harmful effects, and they can also come with a euphoric feeling while you're using the products. It can also look like difficulty with quitting or controlling use, recurrent cravings. You can develop a tolerance, and it can lead to physical dependence, and that can also lead to relapse after quitting. So, the benefits of quitting would be that you would not have the smell of tobacco on your breath, neither the stains on your teeth. You would save a lot of money due to it being a very expensive habit. You would reduce the chances of developing oral cancer and increase the chances of being around to support your family and seeing your kids grow up. It reduces the chances of having heart trouble, gum disease, and hypertension, as well as it'll help you feel more in control of your life. So, as your student dental hygienist, I would like you to know that the best thing that you can do to protect the health of your teeth and gums is to quit smoking. Okay?
Okay.
So, on average, how many cigarettes are you smoking a day right now?
20.
Okay, and how long have you been smoking for? Not a long time or for many years?
4 years.
4 years? Okay, so do you understand that quitting right now would be the best thing for your health?
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, okay. So do you want to quit smoking? What are some reasons you would and you wouldn't want to?
Yeah, I want to quit to be healthier and save money as
Yeah.
well.
So those are some great answers, and they're definitely putting you on the right track to obtaining that abstinence. That's great to hear. Is quitting smoking something that would be achievable for you within the next 30 days?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's great. So, as you mentioned, you had some anger and frustration associated the last time you had tried to quit smoking. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. So that's very common, and that's exactly what I'm here to help with. So, withdrawal can come with quitting, and that can also increase the chance of relapse. So, the withdrawal symptoms can typically last for 2 to 4 weeks. So, there are some ways that we can help relieve those symptoms for you. So, there are some medications that can be taken to help minimize the effects of the withdrawal symptoms. And we also have many nicotine replacement therapies, such as the patch or gum or candies. And we also have some prescription medications that we can definitely organize a referral with you to have a discussion with your doctor, which can be prescribed for you to take to help relieve those symptoms. And we can also provide one-on-one counseling to help assist with the cessation journey, or we can find you support groups or someone that you'd be willing to talk to more. Do any of those sound like they would help you at all?
Yeah, some of them, like the patch and the counseling, sound good.
Yeah, okay. So we can definitely organize those referrals for you today. And we will send those out so we can get them set in place as soon as possible. So as for right now, we will set our quit date, if that's okay with you. What day do you think would work best for you?
Maybe next Monday.
Next Monday? Okay, so that sounds good. So ideally, we want to start our quit date within 2 weeks of our conversation to help promote success. So it's important from that day forward that total quitting is required and no smoking can be done. So it's very important to let your friends, family, and your coworkers know your plan so that they can support you through this journey. So it's really not uncommon to have changes through this journey, but we really do need to remove all the smoking products from the surroundings to ensure that we have healthy outcomes. So I know that you said you had quit before. Do you think there was a particular reason why um, it didn't work that time?
I can't think of a particular reason. No.
Okay, so I know that you said that you had quit cold turkey the first time, so I was just wondering if maybe leading up to our total quit date, if you would want to reduce the amount of cigarettes you're using every day, more of a gradual quit, so that when the day comes, it will be less of a shock to your body rather than that cold turkey cut. I feel like that could have had some effects on the body, and that could have caused really intense withdrawal symptoms that led to the relapse. How does that sound? Does that
Yeah.
sound like a good idea?
Yeah, we can try that.
Okay. So is there any other smokers in the home, or do you drink alcohol?
No, there's no smokers, and I don't drink.
Okay, perfect. So that's really good to hear. So alcohol is a really big contributing factor to the relapse. So that's really good to hear that you don't drink alcohol. It's also good to hear that there's no other smokers in the home because when we're surrounded by that behavior, sometimes it can help influence us. So that's really good to hear. So, seeing as we set our quit date for next Monday, I'm hoping to follow up with you around that day and then a week after that to check in and see how things are going. So we'll send them those referrals for you to your doctor as well as to the support group. And even though we've set these dates, I just want you to know that I'm here for your support and that if you need anything, just a one-on-one session or support around those dates, do not hesitate to give us a call and we'll be sure to get you in. I have some papers for you to take home with you about the health effects of smoking as well as some different support groups if you find the support group that I have set up for you is not working, as well as some information packets that will be beneficial on how to minimize your withdrawal symptoms besides the referrals we've set up for you. How does that sound?
Sounds really good. Thank you.
No worries, and we'll see you on your quit date.